guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm back with another movie review, and this movie is called Left 4 Dead, the Ashley Reeves story, based on a true story, okay, on Lifetime. So guys, if y'all watching, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified every time I post. Comment down below if y'all can see any movies, reviews on certain things y'all want me to talk about. So yeah, let me know. So this movie is about a 17-year-old girl named Ashley Reeves, of course. She just started the movie. So she lives in Illinois. She's in a relationship with this guy named Daniel. They start going together, and he gets her a promise ring because he knows that her parents would not like the fact that she's getting an engagement ring so early in life. She's only 17, so they get them whatever. And she doesn't tell her mom, but her aunt, they're like this. So she told her what was on her mind, and she showed her the ring, whatever. She's like, please don't tell my parents or whatever. So that happened. She eventually meets up with this guy named Sean. He used to be a teacher, and she wanted to be on his, and he's a coach, so she wanted to be on his basketball team when they was younger, but he didn't let her do that. So they got back reacquainted, and she started going to where he worked, I think the recreation center, and they started hanging out more and more together. And then one day, I guess they was hanging out, and he somehow or another, he tricked her into coming back to his place so that he can help her, so that she can help him feel better or whatever. So eventually he ends up changing his clothes, and she's downstairs, whatever, just looking at how big the place is. Mind you, he lives with his mom too. That right there could have showed. I mean, not for nothing, some people still live with their parents, and they're the head of the household. But in this case, he was like, I live with my mom, I ain't gotta pay rent. Okay, you proud you ain't gotta pay rent? Most people don't want to pay rent, and they grown. Like, come on now. Anyways, the case may be. So he ends up tricking her to say, let's do a house tour. He didn't get far. He just walked her up the stairs and like, and this is my bedroom. That right there should have put two and two together. That, hold on. Yeah, that right there should have put a red flag, like, hold up. Whatever. So eventually he convinced her, and they end up, doing it. So I guess after they were finished, whatever, they left, and he drove her, instead of driving her back to her car, because she drove his car to his place, basically. So that's how there was only one car. So basically, instead of driving her back to her car where the recreation center was, he ends up driving her into the woods. And I guess she said something that he didn't like, and he just went berserk and basically tortured her, abused her, probably even, raped her after the fact. But they didn't get into details of what actually happened to her. But she was basically left for dead in the woods. Her hands and her legs was like weirdly shaped when they found her. That when they was happy she survived, because no person was able to survive that amount of torture and trauma and live to see the next day. So they take her to the hospital. She has these big red strangulation marks on her neck, like this thick around her neck. And her hands is like this. Literally like this. But like this. Her legs was the same way. Like, it was horrific to see that this young girl went through so much and was still breathing. They thought she was left for, like they said, left for dead. And they still her breathe. They was like, no, she's alive. Let's get an ambulance. They rushed to the hospital. They went to check on her and do her vitals or whatever. Her mom and dad were crying in the waiting area. It was just crazy. So eventually she, slowly started recovering. She had to do physical therapy twice a day. That's a lot. Trust me. I know the feeling. When I had to get surgery when I was like 12 for my leg, I had to do physical therapy for I think 2 or 3 months. I ain't like it, but I had to do it. Yeah, so she got physical therapy. Each day was a struggle, but she got better and better and better and better. She got stronger. Her legs got stronger. Her arms. Such the point that she was trying to feed herself and just do stuff on her own. But of course, she wanted to be big dog. Like, I got it. But she still needed help from her friends. Well, her mom and dad, because basically those were the ones up there. And then her boyfriend, Dan, at the time. So, eventually, her friend does come. But she don't really say much. And then Daniel does come. And, he brings out her laptop and her movies so that she can get comfortable. So that she can feel some type of normalcy. But she eventually tells me that, like, listen, I don't want to, be with you anymore. I'm sorry for what I did to you, because that nobody wants that done to them. Regardless if you were a teacher, student, somebody you met at the town, nobody wants to be get their feelings hurt like that. So yeah, they ended up breaking up, but they remained close friends. So that was a plus. He was always by her side. So it's basically her mom, her dad, her aunt, and her ex-boyfriend / friend, Daniel, that was basically in her corner the whole entire time. Then the people in her town, they were basically like bashing her, calling her all these types of names, saying she the reason why the guys, Sean is going to ruin his reputation because he messed with her and all this type of stuff. They just taking one side of the story and just running with it. They didn't even get to hear her side to figure out what was true or not. But some people rock that way, and those are the people you gotta stay away from. But anyway, so she continues her physical therapy, and she gets this about to be like 6 or 7 months in that she wants to come home. She eventually comes home. She works on her physical therapy at home. And then, they go to trial. And eventually everybody was telling her, like, don't say nothing, just let it go on. Then it's like, no, that's taking the easy way out. I want to just brush everything under the rug, and not know what the true story was and what really happened. So they go to trial. Before they go to trial, they end up raising money for her medical bills. They do a 5K run for her, and some of the people came out and they supported her. She was able to walk some. I was just like, y'all gotta watch it. It's on Lifetime. Y'all can watch it on the Lifetime app. It's called Left for Dead, the Ashley Reeves story. Y'all can watch it. It's very heartfelt, and it gets you in your feels, because I had my mom and I was just like, wow, she really overcame what she went through. She really did. So after that, they go to trial. It basically lagged for like months, and they kept wondering, like, why does it keep lagging? And they come to find out it's because people thought he was like respected in the community, and they didn't want her to tarnish his name. But then again, you got to think about it. It's a child. Y'all rather take the word of an adult over a child. But eventually, she testified against him. He wanted to plead guilty. So basically, that's the coward move. So if you ain't got to hear what she got to say, you know what you did was wrong. That's why you wanted to plead guilty, and he tried to take his life by taking pills and suicide, and he wrote on his chest, "Do not resuscitate," and they was like, he didn't even take enough to do any damage. Like, you was really trying to shut this girl up, and she was like, "Nah, I'm not going for that. You can't tell me what to do. I'm about to take this stand and take this stand for me and every other girl out there that you trying to do this to, or even have done this to." And the whole fact why he's on trial, he was talking to some other girl, and that she probably was underage too, because they put him on house arrest. And then eventually, as the trial was speeding up, his mom called the police. Well, the girl's mom called the police and told them that he was talking to her daughter while the trial was going on. That is just trifling and straight up, dog style. Like, what kind of man are you talking to underage girls? So that shows you right there that he's been doing this for a while. He's a perpetrator that you gotta watch out for. Like, you slowly getting these young girls thinking they're naive and they don't know what they got going for them, but they're really smart in the end. They might have made a mistake, but that girl did not deserve what she went through. She did not deserve what she went through. Nobody on earth deserved what that girl went through. Yeah, so he goes to trial. She testifies, tell her side of the story, and everybody in the courtroom just like, even the judge, he would look like, wow, this young girl went through this, and oh yeah. So basically, he was found guilty, and he was sentenced to 20 years. 20 years. She could have lost her life. Y'all could have gave him life. But, hey, I mean, they got some type of justice. She's able to regain her strength back, which is awesome. To this day, I believe she still lives in Illinois. She has her own family, which is good. So she got some part of her dream out. And yeah, it was a great, inspiring movie. Like, it's so heartfelt. Y'all definitely have to watch it. Trust me. I'm watching it over now, like, as we speak. I'm doing this and at the same time watching this. It's so good. Yeah, definitely have to watch it. It's called Left for Dead, the Ashley Reeves story based on the true story on Lifetime. So guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this recap of the movie, and I will see y'all in the next one. So like, comment, hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified every time I post. And I'll definitely see y'all in the next one. Bye.